Okay, in this video, I want people that watch it to, if they take away nothing else from this video, to remember one thing, and remember it well. The credit system is unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. There is nothing in the Constitution that says that we are to operate under such a system, a credit system. And the effects of it undermine the Constitution every step of the way. This is not, life and liberty. Well, the cards that were being dealt here. And I'm going to explain why it's unconstitutional. There are several things about this credit system that have no place in determining how people live their lives. I'll give you one clear example. If you live somewhere for a certain amount of years, and then you just feel like a change of scenery, feel like moving somewhere else. Say you're just tired of, living in the same area, and you decide to move. Just because you moved to a different address, that is marked against you on this system. Now think about that for a second. Think long and hard about that. Why would we be designing systems that would adversely affect the mobility of people? Think about that. Does that sound like freedom? Or does that sound like any sort of fair system to work underneath? That just because you move, that's going to be marked against you? It doesn't take into effect, hey, maybe you were, in a little apartment somewhere and did the right thing and saved up money to move into a bigger house, or to move into a house somewhere, and that is to be marked against you? It's unbelievable. And here's the big thing that makes it unconstitutional is that you are not in control of your credit score. They might make the illusion that, it's all up to you. It's by the choices that you make that affect your score. That is not true. That is not true at all, because this system works on a curve. It's nothing more than a numeric. It's just a math equation that works on a curve. And because it works on a curve, there are entities, corporations, and individuals that are deliberately conspiring to make your credit score, go down. It's premeditated. It's, in fact, inherent in that system. Look at the people that have this AAA rating. Bernie Madoff, a crook. these people at Goldman Sachs. At the hearing in the Senate about Goldman Sachs, at the heart of that is that they are placing bets knowing full well that those investments are going to tank. And when the people that they ripped off lose all of their wealth, that goes against their credit, because they're going to have a harder time of competing. The credit system is unconstitutional. And when the CEO of Goldman Sachs is asked about the credit system, he says he doesn't know, what the difference is between these. All he knows is that if you asked him if a AAA would be better than a AA rating, he would have to say a AAA would be better. But as far as knowing the damages, the actual damages that are being done from the credits of other entities being manipulated and going down, he says he doesn't know the damages. And he's, correct in that statement, because it's nothing that he could calculate. It would be like if you were in a forest and started a forest fire and had no idea of how many animals or whatever was in the forest, and all you knew was that after the event is that you just saw a scorched earth, you couldn't really determine what the real damage happened. Believe me, in the next few years, we're going to have this credit system is going to be a thing of the past, because we are seeing deliberate actions from these corporations and entities to reduce your credit score. It's deliberate. It's unconstitutional. And think about it. If they ruin your credit, and now you have to pay more for anything, and then the more profits go to them, because this works on a curve, it's completely unconstitutional. There's no equality about this whatsoever. I am not going out of my way to deliberately ruin the credit of these corporations using these number games. They're the ones doing it. And what it causes is, it's a cause and effect. They set up this system, they set up all the hoops, and you have to jump through the hoops in order to play their stupid game. It's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. The example that I gave of people just moving location, as that being used against them, if that doesn't say it all right there, I don't know what else will.